What's going on, guys? It is getting cold quick out here in the mid-Atlantic, and I'm just not about that life. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep doing these intros and questions outside, so I might have to try to find a different location soon. But today, you guys have given me some good tips and tricks on how to ship with the United States Postal Service and with PWE. So today we're going to talk about those tricks. So before I get into the stuff about shipping, let's talk about top rated and top rated plus and the benefits that come with it. Len asked a pretty good question. He wants to know, when it comes to top rated plus, can he make all the changes automatically? He just became a top rated seller, and now he wants to put in the 30-day returns, the 1-day processing, but he doesn't want to list everything individually to fix that. How can he do it? How can he make it automatic? Len, that's a good one, and I got an answer for you. First things first, Len, don't worry about Car Dealer Pro. You don't need Car Dealer Pro for what you are asking. Car Dealer Pro won't help you. All right, so how do you change? It's a 30-day return. How do you change to 1-day processing without doing each listing individually? It's actually kind of pretty easy. For me, I just go to my business policies. In my business policies, I can kind of make just one-click changes, and then I'm done. Problem will be is if you've never set up business policies. I know there's a lot of eBay sellers that have no interest in using the business policies. I didn't for a while either. Now that I use them, I'm glad I did, because now if I want to change something with my shipping or return policy, I can just go in and make a couple clicks on one order, or not one order, on one policy, hit save, and it can update for every single listing I have that uses that policy. So it comes in pretty handy to use business policies, guys, if you have that available to you. I'm going to include a couple screenshots. You probably have started to see them already, Len. So I hope that helps. Hopefully for you, you are using the business policies. If not, then unfortunately, you're going to have to do it on individual listings. But what I would do is I would then go to my active listings and use the edit feature there where you can edit in bulk, and then use the bulk editing tool. That would probably be best for you if you don't have business policies, because the business policies, those are just the best. Then bulk editing, because you can edit up to 2,000 listings at one time, which is pretty good. So if you've only got a couple hundred listings, you can edit it in one shot. You go to the bulk edit, select all, then go to the little drop down and choose the piece that you want to edit. So Len, hope that helps you guys. That was a 10 card order, $1 each. Somebody offered me $1 each for 10 different cards. Of course, I'm going to accept that. Why not? $1.11 to ship. Only one transaction fee. Let's go. Now, if you're new here and you like the tips that the commenters give, if you like the advice I give, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can keep coming back and seeing more of these videos. We do it quite frequently. Now, Jacob, he's got a pretty good tip for you guys today. He doesn't take his packages or his mail to the United States Postal Service. Why? Because his post office has terrible customer service. What a surprise. What he does is he goes to the UPS store. Wait, the UPS store to ship out United States Postal Service? Yep, that's what he does. He brings it there, and then the United States Postal Service picks it up there. The best thing about it, his customers get things up to 2 days quicker because it never sees inside his local post office. It goes on the truck and straight to the sorting facility. That's pretty interesting. So I want to talk about Jacob's question, or comment, actually, not more a question, more of a comment, I'd say, just because of how odd it is. Like, seriously, he wants to ship United States Postal Service, but he has to take it to the UPS to get it there to his customers quicker. That's just, does it make sense, guys? Not at all. Not at all. He says he can take it to his UPS store, and then USPS picks it up from there, and it can get to his customers almost 2 days faster. than if he brought it to the post office. That is just crazy. And you know what? It makes a little bit of sense, maybe a little bit. You take it to the UPS, like he says, it just gets dropped right in the back of the truck. And where does the truck go? It's probably not going to your local postal store, not the local post office. It's just going right to the sorting facility. So it's actually getting to your sorting facility probably quicker than your post office. I'm not sure how often post offices have a truck come take stuff and bring it to the sorting facility. UPS, it's probably just once a day, but you know it's getting right there. It's not possibly going to be in a bin in the back room at your local post office that just gets forgotten about and brought the next day. Or maybe the guy comes a few minutes early and loads up, but there's still stuff up front that hasn't been brought to the back of the post office to go on the truck. So I guess it kind of makes sense, but the whole thing is just weird, isn't it? You want to ship USPS, but you've got to go to the UPS to get it there quicker via USPS. It's just really odd and just kind of comical. But honestly, guys, with most of the stuff that comes with dealing with the USPS, isn't it mostly comical? We just never truly know. It's kind of like eBay. You never know what you're going to get and you never know how it's going to work. And every person has completely different experiences. So I just wanted to point that out and just kind of laugh about it a little bit because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It's just one of those things that probably will never make sense. Now, in a prior video, actually multiple videos, we've talked about filing insurance claims for PWEs that get lost when you use eBay standard envelope. Well, Daryl says he doesn't even fill out the claim form. He just contacts customer service for the PWE insurance company, and they don't ask any questions. They just send him the refund. That's pretty interesting. I want to talk about that one. All right, Daryl, another new name to the channel. Appreciate you commenting. This was actually from about 3 weeks ago, so hope you're still here watching. Hope you still stop by. But guys, that's how long it takes me sometimes to get to some of these comments. That's just how many are coming in now. From his own experience with the Postal Service and cards not arriving or getting lost, he's just had to call eBay customer service for the PWE insurance, and they refund him right away. He just simply sends them a message asking for reimbursement, and they've given it to him, no questions asked, and this has happened twice for him. And you know what? Daryl's correct. I have heard of other people doing this. They just send a message, say it hasn't gotten there, can they get reimbursed? And it's worked. Will it work if it's happening for you in a large scale? Will it work all the time? Knowing eBay, I wonder if it all depends on the customer service rep you get. Things like that. I do prefer the form because I do save them, so I have a track record of everything. And it does make sense for me to do that when it also comes to taxes at the end of the year, because I know that I've also been reimbursed. Because honestly, anything you've been reimbursed should come, and well, anything you've been reimbursed should be put on your taxes because you've gotten that money back. So I do it that way. Messaging customer service is interesting, though. I've never tried it, and it's something maybe I'll try just to see. If I'm going to talk about these things here, I would love to know other ways of doing things and then test them out myself. But Daryl, I do appreciate that because that gives people another viewpoint. If somebody just does this casually, not as like a business or a full side hustle, you're just a general collector seller just doing this for the fun and trying to expand your own collection with the profit, you might not want to go through all the steps of filling out a form, taking screenshots, submitting it all, then waiting for it to come and not even come back to your eBay account. It goes to your PayPal account. So you may not want to do all that. And really, I'm sure a lot of you just refund the customer and eat the cost and not even realize you can get the money back. And if you do realize it, you just don't feel like going through the whole claim form process. So if you can occasionally just message eBay and say, hey, you see it right here. At least I think that's who Daryl's talking about that they message is eBay. You can see that come right back to your account as an account credit. You know what? Somebody that's just doing this casually, that might be better off for them. And I wouldn't blame them one bit if they went that way. I'd actually encourage you guys to try it. It's probably just a lot easier for those kind of people. For me, it would just be easier just to, you know, like I said, take the screenshot, submit the form. I could submit the form in like a minute, guys. It really doesn't take long. So it probably wouldn't be any different than me typing out an email, waiting for a response. Now we keep talking about PWE, eBay standard envelope, but JNY brings up a good point. The Postal Service has another method of delivery called Ground Advantage, formerly First Class. He loves PWE, but the Ground Advantage has opened up the $20 to $100 market for him, especially with slabs, because with Ground Advantage, you're able to get $100 worth of insurance for free. And that's pretty clutch. And we got one more quick question, since we're already talking about insurance and how to get your PWE eBay standard envelope insurance credit. JNY Cards brings up a good one. The whole $20 to $100 market has been opened up for him because Postal Service's new Ground Advantage gives you that $100 insurance that you used to, get with Priority Mail. There were a lot of people that didn't want to deal in that mid-range market, anything over $20, because even though you're shipping something safely in a bubble mailer, you're getting proof that it was delivered. You still had the scammers saying they never received it. eBay could side with you. They usually would if you provided the tracking number. But if a card got damaged, you were kind of shit out of luck. So now with Ground Advantage, you now have that $100 shipping insurance for free. That is huge, especially for a lot of sellers that deal on that market. Like, you have that protection that you only had before with the Priority Mail. And how much more does that protection cost now with Ground Advantage? Nothing. Nothing extra, because there I did it again. I'm going to put the label on the card because Ground Advantage is the same price as First Class Mail. So with it being the same price as First Class Mail used to be, actually it's within a couple pennies, but I haven't noticed personally much difference. You are getting that insurance and not having to pay up to Priority to guarantee you had that insurance, which is a pretty nice thing. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. And in the meantime, if you're interested in still watching some more videos, why don't you check out this video about eBay shipping? Do you want to charge, or do you want it to be free shipping? Which one works for you? I'm going to tell you what works for me, and we're going to talk about what some of the users say. So yeah, go check that video out, guys.